I grew up in a small rural town back in northeast Texas.
Well, I grew up a bit of a tinkerer. I think I took after my dad in that way.
There was a time where I wasn't techie at all, but I was that kid that would sit in the corner and take stuff apart just to see how it worked.
I've been involved in the IT industry and computer support basically my entire career. It's coming on 25 years at this point.
Oh, I'm an Austin native. My dad was in the military and my mom worked at IBM. She was a typist, so she really taught me how to type, and it was because of her that we always had a computer in the house.
I've been in electronics for about 20 years, mainly PCB board assembly, contract manufacturing, but I always had a gig in IT.
Growing up in Texas, I worked in the oil fields for a little bit when I was real young, and I decided that is not for me.
Our primary focus in tech support is on diagnosing hardware failures and identifying the nature of software failures. We provide strong support for MS Windows. When it comes to things that are specific to third-party software applications, we like to help customers track down exactly where the issue is and help them get support that they may sometimes need from those third parties.
I'm the support manager as well as the engineering manager, so my groups work seamlessly together. So when you're calling our tech support department, you are in direct line with our engineering department.
My job here at BOXX is I do bench repairs. I take stress off the phone support techs so they can concentrate more on the customer relationship.
My focus all the time was to make sure that our customers were able to get their job done in a timely fashion.
I guess that's what I like about my job is the people that I work with and dealing with the phenomenal customers that we have.
It occurred to me a couple of years back that I'm basically a support lifer. I really enjoy getting somebody on the phone, or maybe if it's email, who has a problem and being able to help them and solve their problem.
In IT, typically, there's a lot of red tape, and it's mostly about what our limits are and what you can't do for the customer. And here at BOXX, we pretty much do everything that we need to do to make it right.
I really enjoyed finding out what people were doing with our hardware and the jobs that they were able to get done.
The challenges from day to day, you never know what you're going to get. When you come in, that part of the job is what I really like, is being able to say, today I'm going to learn something different. I'm going to experience something different. And at times that also can be the least the least most enjoyable part of the job, but we take everything in stride, and I haven't seen anything yet that has come across the table that we haven't been able to handle as a team.
I don't have a problem getting other members of my team involved in a problem that a customer is having, because I know that the timely manner that it takes to get that window of opportunity to make sure that customer is pleased is what I want. And I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that that customer is pleased by giving all the resources I have here at BOXX, and there's tons of resources. And if we don't have the resources, we'll reach out and get the resources. And that's what we are known for, and that's what we're good at doing.
You know, I work with a great bunch of guys who also have a lot of support experience and know a lot about these systems. And sometimes I encounter something that sounds wacky, I've never heard of it, and I just call over my shoulder to somebody and say, hey, has anybody ever seen this? And you know, probably 75% of the time the answer is yes, and there's something quick and easy somebody can suggest that gets us moving in the right direction.
To be part of this team, first of all, you got to understand is that the customers that come, they come first.
Dedication to customer, the customer experience, being a customer advocate, understanding the customer's pain so that you can quickly work through that pain.
Due to changes in hardware, changes in software, I think that you really need to have a thirst for knowledge.
You have to have patience, you have to be understanding, you have to be a good listener. That's very important.
Well, of course you have to have the IT background.
I think the most important thing is a good sense of professionalism and a strong understanding of the importance of what we do. Our customers are people who buy expensive systems to do important work. These are not folks at home trying to print out Christmas pictures, and maintaining a good sense of urgency and understanding that, you know, often million and multi-million dollar projects are involved means that we really have to be on top of things and very professional in our conduct here.
What separates BOXX tech support from other competitors? Well, a lot of times when you call tech support, you usually end up at level 1. And the level 1 guys will be reading you a script. They'll tell you, you know, go here, right click here. We have the benefit of having a bit of extra knowledge and experience in this field. So we can go straight to the source and we can figure it out without having to escalate or move up several levels. Usually most of our calls are solved within the first call. So that's not something you get usually at other support departments.
We really are focused on getting the right solution for the customer as urgently and as effectively as possible. I've worked in a broad range of support environments. A lot of those environments pay a little bit more attention to the bottom line than to customer satisfaction. Some places, things like call counts or incidents processed or handled is considered how you evaluate the quality of a technician's work. But we really do it right here. What evaluates the quality of a technician's work is how happy the customers are with the results. And that means we're prepared to spend the money on replacement parts and take the time to do the right diagnosis the first time.
I've worked at Dell, I've worked at 3M, I've done a lot of support and I've done a lot of on-site and IT work internally. So it's very different here because we're not tied down to what we're able to do. Essentially our goal is to fix it, you know, whatever it takes, we fix it.
Our call volume, due to our quality of our product, can vary.
We don't get a huge number of inbound contacts because we don't have a high failure rate in the field. Our systems are extremely well spec'd and tested when they're designed, and the overall quality of the machine that somebody gets when they buy a box is high enough that it is not common to experience many problems.
I've had a few customers who have been buying boxes for a very long time, 6, 7, some up to 10 to 15 years. And a lot of times we'll find that some of these customers have never had to call support before. So they'll call for the first time after owning the boxes for 6 or 7 years. They're already sold on the product, but then they see the benefit from the support department and they're just blown away by it.
One thing that's really valuable about our experience here at BOXX is that we are well prepared to assist customers with many of their software workflows and applications.
But a lot of what we do as well as answering calls is we call our customers back. And that's an unexpected benefit that a lot of our customers sometimes are surprised by. They'll get a phone call just in the middle of the day just to check up, just to see how things are going. And a lot of people are surprised by that because you won't really get that anywhere else.
I am so extremely proud of the tech support team. They are diligent, resourceful, knowledgeable, never back away from any problem, can overcome any obstacle that they face, and are truly dedicated professionals.
The greatest one amongst you is a servant. So yeah, I take pride in serving my team. They're a very diligent, hardworking, honorable group of guys. Don't tell them I said that.
The first day, I felt like I've been around this crew for 10 years, and everybody took me under their wing. And it's always great banter, great problem-solving skills amongst the group. We can just throw a question out there. We're just looking at our monitor, throw a question out there, and you can hear the 4 responses from the group.
So it's a good team. We're close-knit. We get along really well and have sort of a, I guess I would say we have sort of a relaxed and almost blue collar approach to our line of work here. I think if you've ever had your car in a garage and heard mechanics dealing with parts replacement and whatnot, cracking wise with each other, that's what it feels like back here.
The reason we're legendary here is because of the people that work here. We're not first timers. We've all been in this field for a very long time, and we all have a lot to bring to the table. If there's an answer that I don't have, someone else here will have it, and we can get that answer for the customer right away.
What keeps me coming to work in the morning is the fact that I know at the end of the day, you know, hey, it was a good day. I helped 3 people who were frantic about whatever issue may have been facing them at some point.
We're legendary because of our customers and just the awesome things that they do.
Legendary BOXX Technical Support is legendary because we listen to every problem report we get. We answer the phone, we listen, and we are 100% focused on assisting our customers.
Legendary.
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 Thank you for calling BOXX Technology Support Department. Admiral, how may I help you? Yes, F2.